What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we're going to be looking at the very last creature from Mix 2 assortment, and that's none other than the Gold Max D and the Gold Maximus. Alright guys, so I saved this one for last for basically my own preference. I think this one was probably one of the, not one that a lot of people were excited about when this whole Mix 2 creatures got released. Now, it is a Gold Max D and a Gold Maximus, which I like that, that's pretty cool. However, I do wish we did come out with maybe an El Toro or something different than a Max D. And the reason being is we have seen already so many Max Ds in the past couple of months with Spinmaster. I just feel like a different truck could have been used. However, I will say, just looking through the package, that this Maximus does look better than the Mix 1 Maximus, which was basically all silver. And I think the Gold Max D is a little better than the other Max D that came in Mix 1. So, my personal opinion, I think this one should have been in the Mix 1 assortment. And that Max D and that whole Maximus probably we could have did without if they just put this one in there. Now that's just my own preference, but yeah. Anyway, so a lot of people weren't too thrilled about this one, and this one honestly is the most I've seen in stores. This one is definitely the peg warmer, and I have all three. But here we go, looking at the back again. So the cool thing with these creatures is they have their own little paragraph about the creature itself, and just like the Gravedigger, I'm pretty sure this is just the exact same paragraph from the Mix 1 assortment. However, the back does have a render of the Gold Max D, and that looks really cool. I do like that. And then you got Maximus standing right here, which looks really cool. Actually, I think he looks a lot better in gold, honestly. So we did see a Max D Gold edition. I believe it was Mix 2 of last year. So it's going to be interesting to see how much different that truck has changed till now. And obviously, just looking at the Maximus creature right here, obviously you can tell that it's gold. So with that being said, guys, let's open this thing up and open up the final creature from Mix 2. Alright guys, so here it is out of the package for the very first time, the Gold Maximus creature and Gold Max D. So right off the bat, this thing looks really cool. I like this thing a lot better in gold. And one thing with all these creatures for Mix 2 is they all stand up very well. So the first mix, I think Captain Curse's mascot, that one really couldn't stand. You really had to play with it a lot. However, all of them, Scrap, Grim, and now Maximus, they stand very well. All these action figures actually do feel a little lighter than their Mix 1 counterparts, and the arms and the heads actually move very well. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break, it's not hard to move. They actually feel really nice. So Spinmaster has been working very well on these, and at least upgrading them to that point. And obviously everything that was basically silver on Maximus here is now gold, which I think this is the way the mascot should look. I mean, I do like the way this looks a lot better than the previous version of him. So yeah, and if you know, we had to see this truck again, I think they did do it in a good way. I just think this mascot looks a lot better than the gold one. I think it's nicer looking. I mean, there's really not much more to say about it, but it is pretty cool nonetheless, you know. But yeah, really cool. So now moving on to the truck. So Gold Max D, this personally is one of my favorite Max Ds. I like the whole gold paint job. I really do like it. And if you guys did watch my basically racing series I had last year, the Gold Max D did not drive well at all. It did horrible in that racing series, and I don't know why. But looking at this one, obviously it's got a gold chassis, it's got basically gold bronze rims, and it's got a nicer gold body compared to the one in Mix 2. And also this truck is a lot more detailed with the graphics. As you remember, the one from Mix 2 on the side here where it said Tom Mentz and Max D, it was very blurry, very choppy. And this one actually does say 12-time champion on the hood, which is pretty cool. So it is very nice nicely put together, nicely updated. Looks really well. I mean, I really like the way this truck looks. I really love the Gold Max Ds. So this truck in itself, I think would be worth this pack. Now, with this pack and this mix, this is probably not the best one in this mix. I know a lot of people are going to start gravitating towards Scrap and saying that one is the best one. My personal opinion, I think all these trucks look very well. If I had to list them, I think Scrap, well, Son of a Digger is definitely the best looking one. Then probably just the detailing on this one alone is better than the Gravedigger, because the Gravedigger really didn't get the full flame wrapping, which we did see every Gravedigger basically made with it, so that begs a question. And then looking at the creatures, I would think Scrap is probably the best creature, everything put together. Then honestly, probably Max D, and then maybe Gravedigger. But you know, it's very interesting to see all these trucks back. I mean, I don't know. I like the creatures, I like the set. I do wish maybe we did see something different than Max D and Gravedigger, but I really like this. I like this Gold Max D. I think this truck will perform better than the other counterpart from Mix 2, and honestly, the gold on that one was kind of awkward. And also, we did see another Gold Max D with the Reveal the Steel pack, which was one of the first ones, and that was very weird because when that truck got wet and everything, it really didn't, it was kind of hard to see it change. So very interesting that every Gold Max D is kind of like weird in a way that gets released, but this one, I like this one. And you also do get the mascot with it as well, which just honestly looks way better than the one from Mix 1. But yeah, I would say this is definitely the peg warmer of the Mix 2 creatures. These, I like the creatures. I like the whole series, don't get me wrong. I think it's very interesting. I think it's a cool concept. I think it's something new and something different, which we haven't seen. And if you've been collecting monster trucks for a long time, then you know back in the early 90s, there was a show called Monster Wars. And we did get trucks that had mascots and like a little gimmick thing on it, which were really cool. And honestly, I think that was the last time we really saw any monster truck toy with a mascot before Spinmaster. I mean, Hot Wheels tried with some, but never to like this extent of a mascot that big or anything, besides like a playset. But very cool, interesting concept with them, and really, I honestly would say risky opinion or risky business making another Max D and Gravedigger. But Scrap definitely pulls it all together. I really do like all of them. It's hard to pick my favorite, but I'm definitely gonna have to go with Scrap out of the next, you know, Mix 2. I can't wait for Mix 3 of the creatures, but we're probably not gonna see them for a while. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys got these or not. I really like the Max D truck. I mean, it's tough to pick between the two, but I don't know. But with that being said, let me know what one was your favorite. If you like Max D, Gravedigger, or Son of a Digger, and your favorite creature, because they're all pretty cool nonetheless. But with that being said, guys, I will be back with another video very shortly. Don't worry, I know this whole COVID thing's pretty crazy right now, but we'll find new trucks eventually. But with that being said, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on everything, so let me know what you guys think. Yeah, can't wait. So I'll see you guys very shortly.